Back in my day, things were so much easier. The good old days, you know, when every other child died of polio, women were considered property, and best of all, those damn mobile phones didn't exist. See, I've only been on this planet for 15 years, but I've come to notice a gap. And it's filled with everything from people trying to convince me that climate change isn't real, to others saying that my issues as a minority aren't either, and that I'm just too sensitive. I've come to notice a gap, and it's made of generational differences, paved with judgment, and filled with 100 different shades of ignorance. I mean, do you know how hard it is trying to convince your 50-year-old uncle that maybe, just maybe, he should start recycling, you know, so our planet doesn't turn into a plastic wasteland that, oh wait, he's not going to have to live in. So him, like so many others, he stands back and he watches the gap grow. But do you know what I hear when I'm bombarded with all of this disbelief? Because it's not just outdated social views or ignorance. It's fear. Fear of a world that's changing. And you know what? A generation that's willing to change with it. See, my generation's been called a great many things. Weak, emotional, and my personal favourite, the snowflake generation. A group of idealistic youngsters too naive to bring about the change they preach so boldly about. But that's not how I see us, all the time anyway. I see us as a group of people who have grown up in a world where we turn on the 7 o'clock news and see anything from the polar ice caps melting to mass shootings. Who have grown up on an internet that's so constantly overwhelmed with global disaster that we strive to change the world we live in. A group of people who are willing to close the gap because we're not blinded to the suffering that it has caused. And I'm here to say that that responsibility should not be on our shoulders alone. Now, I'm not telling the older generations to throw away the happy memories that made their childhood what it was. And I'm definitely not asking the younger generation to believe everything they read on the internet. Because that brand new iPhone 12 XYZ is a bit too good to be true. Trust me, learnt the hard way. But what I am saying is when faced with facts and logic, you no longer turn the other cheek. When the NHS begs you to stay at home, you leave the skepticism behind and trust them to take care of your friends and family. That you understand that racial and social prejudices of the past still have effects today, and that minorities don't deserve the jokes and discrimination that comes at their expense. Finally, it's not allowing trivial divides to segregate us any further. So I implore you, if there's anything you're going to take away from my speech today, it's to not just mind the gap. Be the person, the people who close it.